Hi everybody, it's Patty and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for watching today. Well, tell me, who in the world did not see Dr. Oz this past Thursday? I am shocked and amazed, I guess, that I have not seen anyone yet do a video here on YouTube about Thursday's show. So, I guess it's going to be up to me. So let me put my glasses on because I don't know for sure the title of the show, but it was something about how to take 10 years off of your face without a facelift, without going under the knife, something like that. And I do subscribe to Dr. Oz's website, and so I had received a couple of days before an email about, well, I always get them about the topic of the upcoming shows, and so I saw this was coming, and I for sure wanted to watch it just to see what he had to say. Some things I really like about Dr. Oz, and some things, you know, I just, if you did everything he said to do, I think we'd be taking about 1,000 supplements a day, and you can't do everything, so I think the whole gist of it is to find what works with you and your lifestyle and your needs and wants and desires, and do what you want, pick and choose and do what you want to do. But this particular show did pique my interest. So when he came on, when the show came on, I was sitting in my favorite chair with my laptop opened in front of it so that I could type little notes just as fast as I could. And this is it. So I'm not going to even begin to do verbatim because I couldn't do that. But I'm going to just highlight for you some of the things that he said about aging and our skin and what we can do again without going under the knife or without fillers. Now, he did have two plastic surgeons, I don't know their names, supposedly very well known, very well respected. I think one was from the East Coast, one was from the West Coast, a man and a woman. So here is the first thing they said that we can all do is to use vitamin C topical. He said that when using vitamin C topically, you will see changes in he said some people will see changes in 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 6 to 8 weeks, but for sure you should have the maximum effect by 6 months. And of course, vitamin C builds collagen, or it helps your skin produce collagen, and that in turn puffs out those wrinkles. Vitamin C also works on age spots. It reverses damage and repairs damage. Putting it on your skin topically is much better than orally. The vitamin C evidently cannot get into your bloodstream and get to your skin fast enough for it to be effective on your skin. As good as it is internally for health reasons, it's not that effective to be taken orally. It's not that effective for your skin for it to be taken orally. It's much better for it to be taken or applied topically to your skin. As a matter of fact, he said that it's 20 times better to apply it topically. He said when buying vitamin C products to put on your skin, to make sure that ascorbic acid is the active ingredient. Vitamin C will oxidize, so you want to make sure that it is sealed properly, airtight, and 3 to 10% is effective. And there is no problem whatsoever in mixing vitamin C with other products. It works extremely well with retinol. And he said it's perfectly okay to use them together. And the best time to use them is in the morning after exfoliating. The vitamin C, that is. He recommends that you use retinol at night, vitamin C in the morning. So use it after exfoliating, then you moisturize, and then you sunblock. So that was it on the vitamin C. Then he went on to talk about something that I had never heard of before. It's a supplement, and it's Phytoceramides. Phyto is the first part of that. Now these you do take orally. They're supplements. And what phytoceramides do is they hydrate from the inside out. You see results in about 4 weeks. You take 350 milligrams a day, and he said that you should be able, it only cost about $10 for a 30-day supply. He said just make sure when you're looking for these ceramides that you get the ones that are plant derivative. And the phytoceramides, he says, works extremely well with vitamin C. So that was it on the phytoceramides. So now let me show you what I am using. First of all, I've always used some kind of retinol. Not always. I sort of go on and off. But the last retinol products I used not too long ago were the Rock retinol products. And about 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was watching Emily Noel. I don't know if any of you subscribe to Emily, but I really do like her channel. One day, a couple of weeks ago, Emily had her mother on, and her mother is about my age. And her mother only uses drugstore makeup and drugstore skincare. And she was showing what her mother uses. And her mother uses Neutrogena. And this is the product. It's the Ageless Intensive Deep Wrinkle Moisture. So that's it. And this is the retinol. And her mother said that she could definitely tell a difference in her skin since she started using this. So I needed some more retinol, so I got this at Walgreens. And I also, she did not show that she was using this, but I did purchase this. This is the serum that goes with it. So I bought both of these. And Walgreens, last week when I bought these two, had a sale on. And it was buy one, get another product from the same line for half price. So I want to say both of these were like $28, something like that. And I don't know how long that sale is on at Walgreens, but you might check that out. I did not get the eye serum that goes with this. Normally I would, but right now I'm using, and again I can never remember the name of this, it's Estee Lauder Resilience Lift for my eyes. And I have quite a bit of this left in the bottle, so I want to try to finish using this up if I can. So I had that, but prior to buying the retinol, about maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, Home Shopping had a Serious Skincare Today Special, which was their Serious Skincare's vitamin C line was a Today Special. And so I did order that. And I'll show you this, and I've been using this now longer. The first thing that came in the kit is the Pure Pep, meaning it's a peptide, fading fluid. And this is what you put on first. And then this is the vitamin C serum. That nail has chipped. Well, some of my nails have chipped. I apologize for that. And then the C eye cream and the C moisturizer. So this is what I've been using the Serious Skincare for a couple of weeks. Been using the retinol not quite a week. I will tell you that anytime I start back using retinol, I can tell a huge difference in my skin almost immediately. So Friday, after Dr. Oz was on Thursday, Friday my mission was to go to find the phytoceramides to start taking them. And I checked and we have several health food stores in this area. We have more health food stores than anything else, I think. And nobody had it. They didn't carry it or they didn't know about it. So we went out of town this weekend to a much larger city. And that was my mission, was to try to find the phytoceramides. I can't tell you how many health food stores we went to and Whole Foods, and some people just said, no, we don't carry it, probably won't. And by the way, it has been FDA approved, which is unusual for a supplement, I think. But anyway, several didn't know about it, said they probably wouldn't carry it. Some had never heard about it, said if it was on Dr. Oz, they probably would carry it. But the bottom line is I couldn't find it. So when we got back home, I went online. And there are several companies who carry the phytoceramides, and if you just Google the phytoceramides, it'll all pop up. The first thing is I could not find at all the any of the information, or excuse me, I couldn't find the $10 for 30 of the 350 milligrams. Couldn't find $10, period. I found an $11 and something, but the product had been discontinued. I paid, which seemed to be the going price for them, I think it was $18.75, $18.95, but with tax and shipping, it was $25. So that's probably what it's going to be a month to take them. Let me read you. I did pull up some information about the phytoceramides just to give you an idea, and I'm not going to read this, but I'm just going to sort of glance over this for you. It says that ceramides are lipids found in the skin's membrane that maintain proper hydration. They prevent sagging and wrinkles from occurring, but as we age, the amount of ceramides found naturally in the skin decreases. That's what leads to the sagging and the wrinkles, and sometimes dry, itchy skin, by the way. They come from plants such as sweet potatoes, rice, and wheat, and the lipids found in these plant oils are naturally identical to those found in the skin's membrane, allowing them to mimic their actions. I thought that was fascinating. Phytoceramides can reduce the appearance of the fine lines and wrinkles for a more youthful appearance. They do this by working deep within the skin structure, helping to moisturize the skin and plump it for a smoother texture. Most skincare products are applied topically. The reason phytoceramides work so well is because they're taken orally and enter the bloodstream, allowing them to improve not just the skin on your face, but on your entire body. They've been used in Japan for centuries. And as I said, they're now approved in the United States by the FDA. And, for regular use. And again, the vitamin C, the retinol, and the phytoceramides are something that you have to continue with. It's not permanent by any stretch of the imagination. You do have to continue to use these products to see the results. So that's pretty much it on what I read. Now, he recommended that you get the plant derivatives, and the one I ordered, and this is the one that seemed to be the most popular, it's the one with lipo wheat. So just about all that I looked at did have the lipo wheat. He said, and also in what I read, is that anyone with a gluten allergy should not use anything use this lipo wheat. You should make sure that you use one of the ones that is sweet potato, or one of the plant derivatives that you are not allergic to. Now, something else that Dr. Oz said to help take 10 years off of you, and he used that number, 10 years, a whole lot during this show, was to use the Clarisonic. Now, when he talked about it, he had 3 different gadgets, I'll call them, that he showed. One was the Clarisonic, and then there were 2 drugstore brands that have the revolving brush, where the brush just spins, that are much cheaper. He said you can use those, but if your pocketbook will allow it, the Clarisonic is far superior, because it actually, the sonic waves actually penetrate your skin to clean out the pores. And I know that I've heard some of you on here say that you don't like the Clarisonic, that you don't trust the Clarisonic, that you think the Clarisonic can damage your skin. And let me tell you, I've been using mine now for about 10 years. My greatest fear is that mine is going to die. I'm going to go to use it one day and it's going to die. And if that happens, I will have a new one by the end of the day, or at least it'll be ordered. But I know that many of you, and I've seen some videos where you use the Clarisonic and you scrub your skin. You really apply a lot of pressure, and that's not the way you use your Clarisonic. A very dear friend of mine is a rep for Clarisonic. She sells to all the big department stores, everybody pretty much who sells the Clarisonic, she sells to them. And she's told me that so many people do not use the Clarisonic properly. When you use the Clarisonic, it barely touches your skin, ideally, because it's the sonic waves going into your skin. So it just should, just like your Sonicare toothbrush, and Dr. Oz compared it to the Sonicare toothbrush. When you use those, you don't press on your teeth. They just glide over the teeth. That's how they work. So the Clarisonic does the very same thing. It just glides over your skin. You can do a circular motion. That's perfectly okay. But don't press on your skin with the brush. Just barely gliding. And you'll get probably a better result. And when you do it properly, you shouldn't get any irritation from it at all, even though Clarisonic does provide different brushes for you to use. Now, and by the way, whether or not you own a Clarisonic, or if you've been thinking about buying one, or even if you have one and you love it, you know the benefits of it, I encourage you to go to Clarisonic's website and just look at the clinicals. It's mind-blowing. I think the thing that's most impressive to me is they take a forehead with makeup on it, and they use I don't know what the photography is called, but it can look under the skin, see beneath the skin, and you see all of the dirt and grime, and the makeup under there. They use the same cleanser on both sides of the face, but one side they just cleanse with, the way most people cleanse, rubbing their face. The other side, the very same cleanser, but they use the Clarisonic. And then they take the picture again, and it's night and day. I mean, night and day. The side that's done manually with your hand there's still all kinds of makeup and residue on your face. The Clarisonic side is perfectly clear. If you had any doubts whatsoever about whether or not it works, look at those pictures. Go to that website and look at those pictures. Those of us who use the Clarisonic all the time, and I know there's a bunch of us who believe in it, it's good. It's good. Save your pennies and get the Clarisonic. But again, Dr. Oz said if you really can't afford it, go with the ones that spin, that you have to put pressure on your face. He also talked about cellulite or cellulite. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm not sure which is correct. He said to eat strawberries, water-rich foods. You need to increase hydration. 3 to 5 cups of raw veggies a day. He said tomato paste inhibits collagen breakdown. 2 to 5 tablespoons a day. Pineapple, the bromelain in pineapple is great for cellulite. A half a cup a day after dinner is what he recommends. Or take a 500 milligram a day supplement of the bromelain. Now, and to avoid salt, alcohol, and sugar. He said some temporary fixes for cellulite, and it takes about a month before you see anything on it, would be ginseng cream or Indian ginseng lotion or a retinol cream that has 24% retinol. He also said to use one of those massagers that are, round like this, that have all the nubbies on them, to use that and use it with it to use oregano oil. I had never heard of oregano oil before, but when I was in all these health food stores this weekend, I did see it. You're probably, if you could get within arm's distance on me right now, I'm going to say this, and you would probably like to slap me silly, but I have no cellulite or cellulite. all having 2 babies all those years ago and gaining all that weight. And I mean, I had a 10-month pregnancy, and for those of you who have seen my early videos, you know that that baby did not survive long after birth, but I carried her for 10 months, and then I immediately got pregnant again and carried my daughter for a full 9 months. So with all that, I never had stretch marks at all. I don't have cellulite. If we could just figure out something to do about this, and I'm hoping the Phytoceramides will help that a little bit. So I have no cellulite, so I did not buy any of these things. And again, he said it is temporary with your cellulite, and you have to be vigilant with it. He said right now the single most important thing you can do for your skin is to winterproof it. This would be the time to move away from gels and use creamier products that actually have moisturizing in the name. Look for oils, body washes and soaps that are moisturizers. He said to exfoliate your whole body and either use physical exfoliation, which we know is something like a loofah or a granular scrub, or the chemicals, which are the lactic acids, the ureas, the AHAs, and to do that daily if your skin will tolerate it. But he said moisturizing is the most important thing you can do for your skin going in, especially into the winter months. Moisturizers act as a barrier between your skin and the environment to hold moisture in your skin. They hold the moisture that's there in your skin. They don't really put moisture in your skin as much as they act as a barrier to keep the moisture in your skin. And by the way, I think we all know that you should apply moisturizers while your skin is still a little bit damp as soon as you get out of the shower. So that was his show in a nutshell. I'm hoping that my Phytoceramides will be here this week, and I can start taking those. I can promise you that I'm going to be vigilant about it. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to research and find those $10 a month ones. I think that would be the ticket. I think if I've got them here, I will take them. I think that is it for today. As I said, I'm really surprised that no one has even mentioned here on YouTube, at least those of you that I watch, anything about this Dr. Oz show. It was fascinating. It really was. And it's something that, because I'm just not ready to go under the knife and still not really ready to do the fillers, I'm going to give this my best shot. I really am. I'm being faithful with my vitamin C and my retinol, and I'm going to be faithful taking the Phytoceramides. On a much more serious note, I just want to acknowledge those of you who live up on the East Coast in New York and New Jersey, Staten Island. I watch the news and my heart just goes out to anyone who is going through that right now, whether you're there or maybe you have a friend or family member, a loved one who is in the middle of all that. And now with a nor'easter coming, it looks like, oh my goodness, it's just not good. I cannot tell you that I know how you feel, because I don't. I've never been in any kind of a disaster, so I don't know how that feels. I can only imagine how it feels, and then I don't think imagining it can come anywhere close to actually living through it. So just know that my heart is with you, and I'm sending all of the warm, healing energy that I can to you. And for all of you who are not involved, sort of on the outside looking in the way I am, I hope you'll do the same thing, that you'll keep them in your prayers and in your heart and in your thoughts, and that they are going to get back on their feet again just as quick as they can, and send money. I mean, I think we can all hopefully send a little bit, even if it's the little $10 texting to the Salvation Army. I think in the past when there have been disasters, I've known that I could text that $10 and, I'm thinking, oh, I will, and then I forget about it, and then I sort of reconcile it in that, well, was just $10, but it's my $10 and your 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 $10. And that's a lot of money. So I think if we could all just do that one little thing, it really would make a difference. Obviously, if we are in a position where we can send more, I think we should. If it moves us to, if we're moved to do it, then I think we should. So, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for the thumbs up. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you. Bye.